Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Monday, March 20th, 2023, and we are back with our college basketball best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Beating the Odds. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these college basketball videos every single day along with the NBA and NHL. We're on a 25-10 run the NBA right now, so definitely go check that video out. We're going after our first 4,000 subscribers, so I'm really excited to have you all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some serious money. To recap yesterday's results in the tournament, we did really well. We went 5-2 in the NCAA tournament, 0-1 the NIT, so a 5-3 day overall. We had Xavier minus 4.5 as our best bet, winner, easy. However, if you guys watch the end of that game, they're going to get absolutely smoked by Texas. It's not even going to be close. Kentucky minus 2.5. That was horrible coaching, led that L. Calipari, if he didn't have John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins in 2011, that guy would be working at McDonald's. Marquette money line. The refs robbed us on that goaltending call. That call changes that game completely. Changes that game completely. I'm a sore loser because I had Marquette in the Final Four and I had a parlay with them in it. But at the same time, the refs robbed us of that goaltend call. I think Michigan State does win. However, the game could be completely different if they call that goaltend. Next, UConn minus 3.5. They look to be a real threat, man. That was an easy winner against St. Mary's. They look really good. Creighton plus 1.5 versus Baylor. That was a winner. Baylor are a bunch of frauds. What a surprise. Creighton with a dub. Miami plus 1.5 shows just guard play wins in March. They beat Indiana very convincingly. We had Colorado minus 3.5. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a lick of that game. That was a loss. And then TCU plus 4.5. Damian Baugh. What a shot. Thank you for that. I know you know what you were doing. You want to hook me up. I've been riding with you all year. Try to hook us up with a win, and you did. Thank you for that. Good teams win. Great teams cover. TCU, thank you for being a great team yesterday. Losing to Gonzaga, but covering that spread. So a 5-3 day yesterday overall. That brings it 226 and 170 for the season college basketball. And right now, guys, we're 24-14 in the NCAA tournament, which is absolutely insane. Now, just so you guys know, we don't have any picks today because the only thing that's on is the CBI. And if you're betting on the CBI, go seek help. Call that 1-800-GAMBLER line because that's ridiculous. But what I'm going to talk about with you guys today, for me, what I'm going to give you guys some betting trends for Sweet 16 Elite 8, what you should be looking out for, first look, that sort of thing, so you can jump on lines early, and also the future bets that I'm going to be doing as well. So first off, first look, I want to start off with first, though, what I'm invested in right now so you understand where my biases may lie. I have Bama win the national championship. I have them at like plus 800, 8-1. I have Bama to make the Final Four at plus 190. I have Texas to make the Final Four, which is at plus 400, and UCLA to make the Final Four at like plus 350, I think. So just so you guys know, that's where I'm at with like where I'm at. I'm gonna be adding a couple more futures here to kind of like level it out, get some serious profit. But just some things that I'm looking at when you look at these lines. First thing that sticks out to me, first off, is Texas minus 4 versus Xavier. This number's way too low. Texas is a team that is built off of great defense and interior scoring, and they can shoot a little bit. If they're on, they're on. And Xavier, this is about as far as you get when you're the Xavier Musketeers. Like Sweet 16 is about as far as you get. They're not a good team. They are a good team, but they're not nearly as good as Texas. I think Texas rolls here. Just so that'd be something I look at. Maybe you can jump on them early because I think this line could balloon to like 5 or 6 points. I also love the UCLA money line versus Gonzaga. If you listen to any sports media today, you're going to hear Gonzaga's got a shot in the Final Four. Gonzaga's got a shot in the Final Four. Almost everyone's picking Gonzaga to make the Final Four. I just don't think that's going to happen. They're just not the same team. They're trendy because everyone remembers them as a 1 seed. And they're like, oh, they're a 3 seed. They're not. No, they're not. UCLA matches up incredibly well with them. They have 2 big guys that can take on Timmy, and they have nothing but athletic guards that can, lack of a better term, can guard and defend. And if they can defend Strother, and if they can beat up Timmy a little bit, which I think they will, they're going to win this game convincingly. Right now, you can give them the money line minus 125. I would jump on that because I think this line moves. I think this line goes 2.5 or 3.5 points, just given the fact of how dominant UCLA has been. And they really beat up a tough Northwestern team. And Gonzaga, I don't believe in them whatsoever. Next, another thing I look at right now is Houston and Miami. Right now, Miami's a 7.5 point dog. Guard play wins in March, and Miami's got 3 great guards. Larinaga gone the Final Four before with my hometown George Mason, and he's overall a great coach. He went to the Elite 8 last year with a less talented team. And plus with Houston, they have a little bit of size on Miami, but Miami just showed against Trace Jackson Davis, in my opinion, the best big man in the country. That is my opinion. They showed they could deal with them because they beat Indiana yesterday convincingly by 10 points. So That might be a line you might want to jump at because I think Miami could go down to 5.5, 6.5 points. UConn, Arkansas. This number, I can see this number moving like crazy to 4.5, 5.5 points because UConn is legit. Right now, I wouldn't bet either way because right now it's 3.5, maybe 4 in some sports books. But right now, UConn's big guys create a serious problem for Arkansas because they're always in foul trouble. Like Arkansas literally is like always perpetually in foul trouble. And when you play against those two big dogs, I think Sonogo and the other, I'm forgetting the big white guy's name, but like when these two are on, they can get Arkansas into foul trouble. If they have to go small against this team, that's a problem. I've been riding Arkansas all year. We rode them against Kansas as well. But you may want to wait for Arkansas to get to 4.5, 5.5 points before you take that. Another bet I see here, Bama is going to fuck up at San Diego State. Bama's going to win by 15 points in this game. Right now they're 6.5 point favorites. I would take them right now. And then Michigan State versus Kansas State and Tennessee and FAU are a bit of an enigma, but that whole region's a bit of an enigma. I'm going to wait to do a little bit more research. I like Tennessee and Michigan State. Feels like there's no pressure on Tennessee whatsoever because they're not even supposed to be here. And Michigan State has some magic behind them, in my opinion, with Izzo. And like I just think the overall like the vibe from the campus is really bringing something to them right now. So those are just some of my insights for like the games that are coming up this week. Also, we've been the NIT Tuesday and Wednesday. But some futures that you may want to consider doing, some things that I'm going to do that maybe you might not. I think doubling down on Texas would be smart to make the Final Four. They'll beat Xavier, but will be dogs against Houston. And Texas wilts under pressure a lot of times or under expectations. And other than beating Xavier, they don't really have expectations. Like if they get to Houston, they could play free because everyone is picking Houston to make the Final Four and to win the Natty or come in at least second. And you're basically, and if they get to the Final Four, they're basically playing at home. Right now, Texas plus 210 to make the Final Four. They're 10-1 the national championship. I think this is really good value. So I might be doubling down on Texas here. UConn could be a sleeper to make the Final Four. Their size is a serious problem, man. They are really, really good. Their guard play is solid. I think UCLA's guards are better, but I think their guard play is very, very good. And if you're looking for like I guess a sleeper team, that UConn could be that team right now. They're plus 180 to make the Final Four right now, so that might be a good little value there. Because again, if they beat Arkansas, which I think they will, you know, they've got one game against UCLA or Gonzaga, probably UCLA, and UCLA's got some big guys too, which could actually guard Connecticut. But I like UConn here at plus 180. Also, if you guys look at like the southern region, Alabama, Creighton, Princeton, and San Diego State. San Diego State and Princeton have absolutely no chance to make the Final Four. Creighton, Alabama right now is the odds-on favorite. They're minus 150 to make the Final Four, and then it's a little bit too much juice to pay to bet Alabama for the risk. But Creighton, they're plus 170. It's not a bad play. They're going to smoke Princeton. Like they're going to smoke Princeton like crazy. They match up so well with Princeton. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know about the spread. It's like minus 11. But at the same time, I think they're going to win very convincingly. I don't think this game is going to be very close. But Creighton, I mean, I can see them. If there's anyone that can pull an upset against Alabama, it's Creighton. I really, really think that. I like Creighton in this spot. I mean, Kalkbrenner, Nemhard, Trey Alexander, Shireman. I mean, they've got a team, and I like Bama to win this region. But if you want to take a flyer, Creighton and UConn will be some good flyers here. So that's what I got as far as futures go, y'all. I'm going to be doing a giveaway here to get us to 5,000 subscribers. Check in tomorrow with that. We're gonna finalize some things here on the channel. So quick recap what we have, just so you guys know, just some things to look out for. Texas, very strong bet to beat Xavier. Miami plus 7.5 is strong. UCLA money line. Look for UConn, Arkansas. And my futures, I'm looking at possibly doubling down on Texas. UConn and Creighton are some nice sleepers. And if you want to bet a nice national championship, I mean, I already have Bama, so I might be betting Houston as well. They're plus 400. That way I have basically a 6-1 ticket in some ways if both those teams make it. So, guys, luck in those picks. Happy y'all here. Let's win together today. Check out that NBA video. We have 5 NBA picks going. I'll see you all tomorrow, and make sure to check out those other videos.